All right, y'all, we're back with another fucking live video. I really hope y'all are enjoying the episodes, keeping up, because the story continues and the motherfucking plot thickens. Y'all know how wild it was getting. If you were missing the lives physically, I'm hoping that these YouTubes are catching y'all up. If you're enjoying this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video. And make sure you're hitting that post notification bell so you're not missing any more drops. Who the fuck would you be if you miss a drop? Irrelevant. That's what the fuck you irrelevant. No, just kidding. I love y'all and let's keep going.
Don't ever change for anybody. Don't ever trade your soul. Don't even listen to him. He don't know nothing at all. Try not to get too involved. But really it's breaking my...
So, where did we leave off yesterday? Last night, we left off with me graduating high school and fighting sticks. Remember, Carla came through in a clutch, y'all. Carla was the GOAT. Let's not forget. Carla was and still is the motherfucking GOAT, okay? Now, we're going to get into, I have officially graduated high school. Sticks did not go to any graduation parties. Make sure y'all tapping the screen and following the host. It is now the summer of Sticks couldn't go to shit. Right, because Carla the motherfucking OG. We're back, y'all. We're back. I was asleep. I'm so sorry. Forget my eye. The sty is still there. I'm in love with y'all. Sticks move. The sty is still there. We're trying to get rid of it. My voice is going. Just bear with me. Okay. So, the summer goes by. And remember that Reggie behind Mega Church I told y'all about? I want to let y'all know I saw Sticks. Let me see. We fought my senior year. And then I saw Sticks. I didn't see Sticks in person until... Oh, no. Okay, so we got some time. Big Carla. Right. All right. So... the summer that we graduated, let me get into Delulu boyfriend, because that's where we're falling into delusional boyfriend time. This is his era where he gets, like, hardcore delusional. Okay? So, this is where you'll see my story time where he lied about QUIZNOS and all of that. So, I'm going to jump into QUIZNOS because all of this ties in together, okay? Per usual. With my fucking life. So, if you watch that story time, I've never had a job until I physically got pregnant with my first kid, okay? Never had a job. Carla did not play the radio. Carla was that mother that was like, look, if you stay in school, I'll support you financially off rip. Like, you're never going to have to work. But the moment you stop going to school or the moment that you get a baby, that shit is dead. And when I say Carla never played the radio with me, she never played when it came to stuff like that, right? So I was honestly living. Like, I never had them issues, you know what I'm saying? We all know I've been off the porch, but I never been dumb. So, I thought this was my hair, y'all. It's a lash. I'm screaming. So, boyfriend, Delulu, we're gonna call him Delulu, gets hired. All my friends get jobs, but I've always had the cool house. Like, Carla never made me, you know what I'm saying, like I told you, I didn't have to have a job, but I always had, like, the cool house. Kind of after, like, I guess after the whole fight situation, like, she kind of became real cool, like Carla did, because, you know, like, I was getting older. I was 18 by now. Like, I'm grown. Like, instead of me being at other people's house, her whole thing was like, just keep everybody here if y'all coming home for winter breaks and stuff. So, but this was right before we left for college. So her whole thing was like, you know, instead of being out all the time, this, that, and the third, because you graduated, how about y'all just chill at the crib? And I was like, okay, my mama was always cool. So I had two best friends that really stuck with me through high school that didn't get in any drama. They were both named K. So, I can say that name. Kia and Kelsey have always been my best friends. Like, we got matching tattoos and all. Like, those are my real best friends. Hardcore, ride or dies, hoes never played in my face, okay? But they also weren't fighters, but they also weren't drama out, if that makes sense. Like, they never got in no shit. So, we all had boyfriends as well. I was going with delusional. Kia had a high school sweetheart who she actually ended up marrying and is with to this day. And Kelsey was with her high school sweetheart, okay? Now, like I told y'all, my mama had a cool house. All the girls, we never worked except Kia. Kia's the only one. Kelsey and I were athletes, so we never had jobs. Kia was more of a worker, you know what I'm saying? Her and her boyfriend, they've been the worker types. Like, you know, not to say that they had to, but, you know, that was just them. And Delulu used to lie so bad. And I don't know if, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie, it was in his blood to lie. Like, Delulu used to lie like, it could be raining outside and he'll be like, no, it's scattered showers. Like, it's not raining yet. It's going to rain later, not right now. Like, bro, it's physically pouring down outside. Like, when I say Delulu was literally delusional, girl lied about playing football. Like, Delulu was delusional. Like, football was just icing on the cake, honestly. It wasn't even icing on the cake. It was just mediocre compared to the shit he lied about. So, at this point in time, Delulu gets hired at QUIZNOS. So, the way our where we lived was set up was like there was a plaza off the main road from where we lived. And in that plaza was Napa Auto Parts, QUIZNOS, and I swear to God, I can't tell y'all what else was in that plaza. Delulu. I cannot tell y'all what else was in that plaza because those were the two main places everybody knew about. Delulu was working at QUIZNOS. Delulu got hired at QUIZNOS. Listen to me, okay? So, Delulu, there's a girl named B. B lived, okay, me and Delulu lived like 10 minutes away from each other, okay? You couldn't see his house from my house. I couldn't see his house from my house or whatever. But to get to QUIZNOS, you would have to go down the main road. Okay? Now, the main road is past my neighborhood. Like, you got to get on the main road to go anywhere, basically. Tap the screen, y'all. Right. Make sure y'all tapping that screen. So, Delulu is going to work this day. Mind you, like I told y'all, I knew B. B was in a younger grade than us, but I think B had failed. But B was cool. Like, she was cool. B, I run into her one day and was like, we chopping it up, you know, graduation done passed. She hears about me getting cut. She was like, oh, how you been? Da, da, da. I'm like, you know, I'm good, this, that, and the third. She was like, I be seeing Delulu all the time, because keep in mind, they lived in the same neighborhood. And so I'm like, oh, you saw him? Like, she never gave me creep vibes, y'all. Like, B never gave me no creep vibes, like, you know, like she was fucking on Delulu, nothing like that. She literally was cool. Hey, Bookie. She literally was cool. Like, we knew B. B was cool money. Like, this story is good, right? But B never, I don't want y'all to get the idea like, you know, like, oh, B probably liked him. No, B didn't like him. B like grown men, okay? B was a big booty Judy, she was slow. So, I'm like, when the last time you seen Delulu? Hey, Bookie. And she like, oh, you know, Delulu worked with me at QUIZNOS. And I'm looking at her like, he worked at QUIZNOS. Right? I can't even leave the order my daughter yet. I said, he worked at QUIZNOS. I'm like, oh, no. Delulu works at Napa Auto Parts store. She like, no, he works at QUIZNOS with me next door. I'm looking at her like, mind you, I had always been hearing around the city that Delulu worked at QUIZNOS. This is my man going on 3 years now. Going on 3 years. If I tell you my man don't work at QUIZNOS, my man don't work at QUIZNOS. Okay? I'm pretty sure I know where my man work because I was the first person to know he got a job. And then my man told me he work at Napa Auto Parts. That's where he works. Because my man like, I don't work at no fast food. Oh, I came one time. We're talking about Mr. Football Play. Yes, we're talking about before the football. This is the summer after graduation. Period. She know her man whereabouts, right? I know when my nigga tell me he going to work at Napa Auto Parts. Like, my man has graduated high school, and before he leaves for college, he sells auto parts, okay? He ain't making nobody sandwiches, okay? B is looking at me like, oh, you're delusional. I physically make sandwiches with plastic gloves on my hand with your nigga. And I'm like, huh? So, I'm like, she said, matter of fact, we worked the day together at 4. I'm like, no. She like, matter of fact, we about to go to work now. Oh, I lied. She said, I'm about to go to work and relieve him. That's what she said. She said she goes in at 4, he gets off. I'm like, whatever, bet. We'll see. She like, okay, like, you're really giving delusional. I thought you was better than this. You want lettuce and tomatoes. That's what it's giving, right? So I'm like, okay. So at this point, now I'm trying to cop please on her. Like, I'm telling you, like, he ain't never told me no shit like that. She like, mind you, she's known my man her whole life. She grew up with him. I moved there my high school career. So she on some stuff like, girl, you know the Lulu be lying. Bitch, don't call my man no lie. My man don't be lying. Oh, your man lying? Your man lie real bad. You on his body and he's a liar. Okay? Y'all, so I go home. I told y'all, my mama used to let my best friends and they niggas come over. So at this point, it's Kia and Kelsey already at my house. And both they men, like, both they dudes there. And I'm like, y'all. Kia and Kelsey good. I ain't use nobody else. And so at this point, I'm like, all right, y'all. Mind y'all, Carla is not home yet. I'm like, look. I know y'all ain't getting to feel me dirty with me, but today we get dirty. These ain't my best friends that would do messy shit with me, but, you know, they've always been the rational best friends, right? Okay, come back, Bookie. So, I'm like, y'all, I just seen B at the store, and she telling me, like, Delulu really working at QUIZNOS. They're like, you're lying. I'm like, I swear to God, she said she worked there with them. Mind y'all, the colors Kevin, thank you, Bookie. Mind you, I never could find anyone that worked at Napa Auto Parts store or at QUIZNOS to verify or confirm or deny he really worked there. So I would always have to take his word. It wasn't like I was intentionally being delusional. I had no hardcore evidence, you know. And like I told y'all, he was a manipulating, lying bastard. So anything he said, it was like I had nothing to go against it, right? So at this point, they like, Nisha, let's pull up. I'm like, no. They're like, let's pull up on his ass. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Y'all, we drive right on over to Napa Auto Parts store, but I'm like, the way the stores, the plaza was set up, like, his car was in the parking lot. It's not like I didn't see my man's car. His car was there, but the plaza shared a parking lot. So you couldn't tell me if he worked at Napa or if he worked at QUIZNOS, okay? So I'm like, bump this. I'm going inside Napa. Because I'm going to give my man a benefit of the doubt. Maybe people just be, you know. No, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Bitch, you know where your man work at, right? Mind y'all, I've never popped up on him. Never did any of that. I don't know why. Like, I just took the man word because nobody ever told me differently. I mean, I heard he worked at QUIZNOS, but like I said, I wouldn't know how to confirm it, did I? I don't know why I ain't never just drive up, though. And he never brought me food from there, so that was another red flag. Like, he wouldn't. Whew, it's time for you to go. No, they ain't no ropes, girl. Them nails. I had a picture hanging up. Not too much. Don't ever try me like that. So, anyways, we go and if you don't say sorry, I'm going to block you. Oh, never mind. Somebody else already said block. So, at this point, y'all, we pulls up in the plaza, right? And it's time to I'm not even done flat iron. I don't need to fix my... you gotta go. You not finna harass me, Bookie. Not with your 101 followers. Bloop. You're out of there. So, at this point... Bye-bye, Bookie. Y'all tell her bye-bye. So... At this point, like I said, it's time to do my big one. I'm going in Napa first. So, boom. I walk up to... More lashes. What is going on here? Did I brush this? Is that what happened? And this was stuck. So, at this point, I'm like, okay. It's the lash on the hair. Girl, you seen that, right? Hey, it's because I keep picking up this brush and I'm sitting on my lashes. Where you doing your hair? I want to know. Flat ironing that Bookie, and I got to... We're going to figure out the style. Are you still with this man? Hell no, I'm not with this man. I am nowhere near with this man. This man ain't the father of my kids or nothing. Baby, I was slow back then. I'm real caught up now. So, ooh, y'all, no. I don't know what been chewing on me, but I am ate up. Okay. Back to the story. So, at this point, it's time for me to go in Napa. Y'all, like, I'm finna go in here. I walk in there, and this white man is like, hey, ma'am, how's it going? I'm like, hey, I was wondering if Delulu was here, you know. I'm his girlfriend, and I needed to see him. Like, I'm trying to make up anything. He's looking at me like, who? I'm like, is Delulu here? He's like, I'm sorry, we don't have anybody here, ma'am, that works here by that night. I'm like, yes, you do, mommy, I work here. At this point, I'm trying to convince myself because this man just told me. To the point where I whip out my phone and I whip out a picture. I'm like, him. Don't he work here? That man said, ma'am, that man works next door at QUIZNOS. I said, he works where? He said, at QUIZNOS. He just made my sandwich for lunch. When I tell y'all, a mouth dropped, embarrassed, I'm like, let me, to the point, y'all, big dummy. Let me speak to your manager. Maybe he works a different shift from you. That man said, ma'am, I am the manager. I said, oh my God, because now I feel real dumb, right? The manager is like, bitch, you just made my sandwich today. I'm like, okay, thank you. Embarrassed, run out of them. Now it's time to go next door because now I'm on 10. At this point, I want to fight. I want to fight my nigga because you really played in my face. Y'all, Napa people wear a blue shirt with a yellow logo that says Napa. Why he lies is because people who are habitual liars just don't care. I don't know why he lies so bad. I don't know. So I'm like, are you embarrassed that you work there? Like, I never understood what the lie was for. I really don't know because Napa is an auto parts store. So I never understood why he lied. I swear to God, I still don't know to this day. But it was people in the city that worked at fast food, so I didn't understand. So, I mean, I ain't working on fast food, but I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why he lied, right? So, I'm going next door. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm on 10. Mind you, best friend's still sitting in the car. I'm on 10. I don't know why. I don't know why he wouldn't want to say that like it wasn't no big deal. Like, that's what I'm trying to get y'all to know. Girl, calm down. Girl, let me get you out of here. Somebody get I.O. Cost out of here with her goofy behind. So, let's go ahead and get you out of here. You're a little bored. Block. Low cost. Low out of here. So, I pull up straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time for me to walk right in QUIZNOS. Y'all, I walk in QUIZNOS. I want y'all to know I love you, Bookie. I never saw this man. Remember that. I never saw him. But I walk in QUIZNOS and y'all B is in QUIZNOS. She like, Hey, Nick, stay right there. Delulu is literally in the bed. I'm finna go get him. Y'all, she is back there for a good minute. She never comes out, but when she finally comes out, she is so annoyed. She like, he's in the back right now. He want me to tell you he not here. Right hand of God, I swear to God, he's over there telling me he's right here. Y'all, I cannot see. There's like, the way QUIZNOS is set up, you can't see unless you physically go in the back. And at this point, I'm ready to jump the calendar and do his, as you feel me? She said, come out here and tell this girl you work here. What is you lying for? Come here. He's over there like, dead quiet. I don't hear nothing. I'm trying to hear if the nigga breathe out his nose. Y'all, nothing. Do you hear me? And I stood there for a minute to see if he would budge or something. She was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, literally cussing him out like a dog. This man is not saying one word. Not one. I'm like, oh, you're wild, you know? He like, don't say nothing. I'm like, I'm finna leave. Y'all, to the point where I go out in the parking lot and stake out the parking lot. Like, maybe he gonna come out and get in his car and I'm gonna see him come out. Y'all, nothing. Nothing. No, I'm flat ironing it every day. I'm in the Navy, so I have to wear a cover. So today, I had some other stuff to do, so my hair was a little bent up. It was ate up, okay? Stop lying. Walk the blade for you, Daddy. Who is this? And what am I lying about? Oh, so I'm like, at this point, y'all, I couldn't believe it. My friends, I'm telling them, like, y'all, he's in there right now. They're like, did you see him? I'm like, no. And B was sitting there screaming at him. And y'all, he never came from the back. They're like, you're lying, Nisha. I'm like, I swear to God. So at this point, I'm like, I'm finna go home. I'm finna catch him. Y'all, he come to my house. And the way my house was set up was, we had a, what do we talk about? We're doing story time. I don't know what been chewing on me, but I know I'm Adolf, basically. So, I didn't go back there because I didn't work there. I wasn't about to, like, just jump in people's camera, like, and there was no manager. I don't know how this was really going on. What's up? Dad. So, at this point, I'm like, I'm 48 hot, dog. Like, I'm 48 hot. Because, what is you laying for? We turn around. We get to my house, right? And like I was saying, the way my house was set up is we had, my mama, Carla had a storm glass door, baby. We, to hella money. So, the storm glass door, we opened the front door and left the storm glass door open so I could always see who came up. And the way it was is our storm glass door was had like a tent to it. So, you could see people walk up, but they couldn't see you on the inside, okay? Y'all, why this man pull up to my house? Why this man walk in my house and give me a kiss like, honey, I'm home? Why this man come in my motherfucking house smelling like onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and pickles? What Carla was doing at this point in the story. Girl, Carla at this point is upstairs. She's done made it home. So I'm looking at him. He looking at me and it's me. I'm like, nigga, you smell like a sub. He like, I had QUIZNOS for lunch. I work at Napa. I'm sitting there jaw drop. My best friends, the niggas at my house, everybody looking at him like, bro, you for real? He like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, y'all still think I work at QUIZNOS? Y'all, there is stains on he has on a black t-shirt. A black t-shirt. Who wears black t-shirts? Motherfucking QUIZNOS. QUIZNOS wears black t-shirts. And I'm looking at him, he looking at me. I'm like, you gonna keep lying? Bro, I just taste pickles and onions on your lips. He like, babe, I literally had QUIZNOS for lunch. So I'm like, okay, we love Kay. You gotta go, Bookie. You're about to be out of here. Let me go ahead and get you out of here, Bookie. Because I'm passionate about my stories. I'm passionate. So, I'm looking at him. I'm like, no, sweetheart, you work there. You literally work at QUIZNOS. He's like, you're tripping. At this point, he like, oh, y'all slow. Bro, it's fucking 5 of us in here, right? So, I'm going to tell y'all how he admits he work at QUIZNOS, but don't admit he work at QUIZNOS. So, love you more, Bookie. So, at this point, like I told y'all, Carla's home, Carla upstairs. So, she come downstairs like, what's all the commotion? I'm like, Mom, Where Delulu work at? She like, Quiznos. He bust out laughing. He like, ah, Ma, you be knowing. Huh? I said, so Carla be knowing? I can't clean my eye, Bookie. I got to sty, so it got to drain. Not too much on this eye. Not too much. I have a sty. Do you not see it? Stay with me. If you're focused on the wrong thing, you're here, I need you to be here. So, say something about this edge again, Bookie. I'm doing my hair. Y'all finna get out of here. Babe, aren't you a mod? Get in there. Get him out of there. So, he like, Ma, you be knowing. Ha, 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 ha. I'm like, that shit ain't funny. I'm like, do you clearly work there? He like, girl, I had a sandwich, right? So I'm like, so why you got on a black shirt and not a blue one? Y'all, he looks at me and he says, I work at an auto parts store. Sometimes we have to do stuff. Do what? He said, like, when I be having to change out people windshield wipers and stuff, I take off my shirt, Nisha. Y'all, this man had an answer for everything. And I was just looking at him like, you don't stop. You don't stop. I said, the man at Napa told me you don't work there. He said, who? Greg? The man had on a name tag. And it said, Greg, bitch. So that tells me when he walked in fucking Quiznos to get his sandwich, you analyzed him so you could have your shit together if somebody ever asked you. I was 48 hot, y'all. I'm looking at him like, you're crazy. You're fucking crazy. He like, Greg is the manager, Nisha. Like, what did you talk about? I said, you made Greg's sandwich. He said, no, I went to go get lunch for the office today, for the whole shop. Sir, you can't be serious. You can't be fucking serious. Why are you lying at this point? Like, you're caught. Y'all, he said, since me having a job is such a problem for you, I quit. The man never went back. The man never went back to work, y'all, right here. I promise y'all. The man never went back. I never saw him in a black t-shirt again, ever. He never even went back to a job. I was over here sitting crazy like, this is my life, okay? So at this point, I have no ammo, right? I have nothing to talk about when it comes to a job no more. That was the summertime, okay? You never seen him working at Quiznos, so did he really work there? It was literally witnesses that say he worked there. Once you lie, once you got to keep it going, right? He was too embarrassed, baby. He had it down to a T. Okay, no, we were not married. We were high school sweethearts. We were high school delusional partners. That's who he was. He wild as fuck. He passed wild. So, okay, y'all. Now, it's time. Big X. My husband now, he might lie, but it ain't that bad. I'm just kidding, y'all. So, at this point, how you gonna tell me? Who is that? Who said something to you? Other way around. What you said? Her boyfriend lied about working there the whole time he worked at Christmas. Do not argue with King Casual, y'all. That is my husband. He know everything. I read it wrong. So, okay. That is my current husband number 2. I'm just kidding. We'll talk about husband number 1. We'll get there. So, delusional boyfriend, okay, quits the job. So, at this point, I can never catch him again. Had to get a snap, but I feel me in. Not Greg. Girl, Greg. Okay? So, at this point, I'm like, how do you beat someone who lies compulsively? Like, hands down, does not care, right? So at this point, when, like I said, I don't have no kicking. We're not mad about nothing. We're going to college. He goes to school in one state, and I go to school in the same state, but 2 hours away. Okay? When I get to that school, in my mind, there are people that went to high school with us, but I don't up with them like that, but I know they go to college with me. You get what I'm saying? And we're all from the same city. So at this point, I can't run it back, Bookie. You gotta catch up. So at this point, I'm picking up delusional tactics, and I started at 8:30, Bookie. At this point, I got my own delusional tactics, but to me, they're not delusional. They make sense. So in college, I wouldn't tell people my real name. I told them my name was Aaliyah Monet Warhol. Y'all, none of that is my name. That is a serial unaliver. It's giving 2020. No, for real. No, for real, for real. Basically, her ex lied about working somewhere. Right. So, at this point, I'm telling people my name is Aaliyah Monet Warhol, and none of those names have anything to do with my name. I gave those names because, like I told you, there was people from my city that went to school there. So, if in the event I did anything in my name, like the school I went to, if you were here last night, you know, I went to school where they did College Hill. And my whole thing was I never wanted people to know what I was doing, you know what I'm saying, when I was outside my body. And would tell my boyfriend because, remember, we're still together. But by this point, I'm so disengaged what we're going to stay together because he go to school in a different state. The man lied about having a job. Why would he lie about doing anything else? Made a whole ass person. And baby, Aaliyah Monet Warhol was off the meat rack. You hear me? Now, that hoe did whatever she wanted to do. I don't know what was chewing on her, but that hoe was ate up. Okay? Yeah. So, when I say, boy, every day was like, we had a 10. We had a 10. Okay? Every day, right? But I always would be me again. Because, like I told y'all, this is where it ties in that I would go to his college to see him play football. And the whole time it was never him playing football. He would give me a jersey number. I would drive to our city, which was 2 hours away, get in the car with his delusional ass mama, and drive to the next state to go see him. Hannah Montana era, definitely. And like I told y'all, his mammy was just as delusional. We going to see her son play football, and the people who's supposed to let us in the damn gate don't know who we talking about every time we give his name. But somehow we end up in that game every time. Every time we end up in the game. And not only do we end up in the game, he swear he got this number that he playing as. Whole time it's a whole different teammate, and he giving me stats on somebody else the whole game. Girl, he was like, he was on the team, but whole time he was like academically suspended. Like he never, I wouldn't call it red shirty either. Like nigga never played. I don't care when nobody say he never played. So that's how he was able to get on, but he wasn't really a part of the team, kind of, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but he was able to get us in with tickets. I don't know who we always be talked to and how we would get in that gate, but we never had those seats like by the team. We always sat up in the bleachers. And it was always weird because he would give me play-by-play. In my mind, I swear to God, I don't know how I missed it. I never heard his name on the announcements. I just was usually in my phone, to be honest with y'all. I was just there for support and like, oh, I'm going to give me some D after the game. Let's be fucking for real, right? A lot about playing football, y'all. So, we finna peel this all up and get this right. Daddy, can you get me an edge control brush? Oh, never mind, I got one. So, I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm like, whatever, you know, I never thought anything about it. I didn't learn that the boy didn't play football until later on, y'all. I promise y'all, I didn't even know when this was going on that he wasn't playing. Because remember, I didn't ask no questions. He would always be wet and sweaty looking after the game. Y'all, he was throwing water on himself. He was literally putting water on himself. Like, I would watch him like, oh, I'm so hot. Ho, you never played. So y'all was at a game and cheering for someone y'all didn't know. Right. No, we was cheering for my man. Whole time they won't him play. Yeah. That was somebody else out there in the field. That was somebody else's family member. But this was a small college. So I don't even know how I swear to God, y'all. I swear this shit is wild. I'm telling you. He delusional for real in the locker room playing in the people's shit. No, for real. Yelling out the wrong people. Right. Mind you, nobody paying us no, man. We here to support my men. After the game, he would be like dragging his feet in like sweats and stuff, like, you know, like, oh, I played a cold game, da 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 da. Sir, what you mean? What do you mean you played a cold game? What game did you play? I didn't find this out. Girl, his mama pissed crazy. I don't want to get on that hoe. So, his mama so crazy to the point, like, we're not even going to get on her, but I'm going to throw a little tea out there. His mammy, okay, his daddy had a total of, they had 3 children together. Now that I look back at it, my man and his oldest brother had the same last name as their mom. Okay? Their little sister had a different last name. She's the youngest. She then, in turn, when I get grown, find out, like when we become grown, I found out his daddy had a whole family with another woman in the neighborhood their whole life. Like, the daddy was doing his own thing, had a whole family, and did not tell the mama, did not tell nobody until the daughter graduated high school. What? So, delusional is an understatement. And they say, to this day I heard the mama knew. The mama really knew. Keep in mind, the mama was, who lived there? The daddy, the mama, the grandma was his mama. I'm telling you, it was wild. It was a wild ass era. The mama lived there, and I'm just looking at her like, how did you not know? Like, how did nobody ever peep this? The daddy drove trucks, and he had a whole family that lived in that neighborhood the whole time. He did not leave them to go be with his family until the child graduated. Mind you, in real life, that was his only biological child. I don't believe my man or his brother was really his. It didn't add up now that I'm grown and can look back on it, you know, really put shit together, put two and two together. Okay, so boom, back to the story. So, delusional behind mama would condone stuff like that. And I feel like, how you let your man do some wild shit like that, you probably did condone your son being delusional. Because shit, you was delusional too if you thought you was the only way. I would have needed damn counseling. Bookie, I was trying to tell you. I'm a strong black woman. Wow. So, I'm telling you, this was a really toxic era. After the game, he would always be like, oh, I gotta link up with the team, we got shit to do, oh, I can't kick it. Or he'll be like, right back with my mama, and I'm gonna come to the city tomorrow. I gotta be with the team tonight, we got stuff to do after the game. What? Being slow, I went right back with his mama. And I would never go home and see Carla my darn self, but I would go to his house and wait for him. Now, at his house, he used to have a big behind pit bull in the yard. And it was a weird dynamic family. I want to let y'all know he had a bunk bed in his room. And underneath the bunk bed, him and his brother shared a room. And he would tell me that was his room to this day in life. He would tell me there were more bedrooms in that house, but I never went through the house. So, and I know the house wasn't this big. Like, shit like that, I would just let go because I'd be like, bro, now you're tripping. Like, it's not even that serious for you to be doing all this. I never care. You done? So, I'm like, okay, cool, right? So now at this point, I go back to my college. And you know, at this point, I'm really being a Leah Monet Warhol because the shit just be wild. It took a point in time where I want y'all to know this when, like, Facebook really started popping, right? And we was really off of MySpace, right? Big red flags. Big red flags. But I was doing me, so I won't really, like, you know, my feelings would get hurt, but then I snap out of it when I see a woo at school. So I would give back to school or whatever. And like I said, MySpace wasn't popping anymore. It had really officially turned over to Facebook. I lie to y'all not. I'm online one day. And I got a random ass message. I can't tell you who the person is. I couldn't tell you their profile picture. Like, it was a side profile view of whoever wrote me in a message. And thank you, Bookie. And they was like, look, your man has been cheating on you. I'm like, what? At this point, I'm like, oh, if you ain't got no teeth for me, like, stop writing me. I addressed him, though. I hit him up. Like, I tell my man, like, Delulu, somebody just wrote me and said, you've been cheating on me. Mind you, they said, he been cheating on you for the past 2.5 years. We only been together 4. We're on year 3 going into year 4. So they're like, he been cheating on you for the past 2 years. I'm like, 2 years? How can he be cheating on me? I'm the queen of big cheats. Like, what you mean? What's going on? What's the tea, Pookie? The fake page would disappear, disable for weeks, even months, and come back with more tea. And I'd be like, you know, it start rattling your spirit. Like, what the fuck you mean? What the fuck you mean? Like, tell me more. Like, so it got to the point where I had to let the fake page know, like, look, stop writing me if you're not going to give me no real tea. If you're not dropping names, if you're not dropping dates, if you ain't got no real receipts, hold it out my inbox. It was a nigga. Keep that in mind. This is a man that's in my inbox. It was never Delulu. Delulu would get so mad because he was like, who is writing you? I always told Delulu, like, for one, I'm never giving up my sources. Two, it doesn't matter who wrote me. What's tea? Like, what's going on? I'm back here to continuation for yesterday. I hope I didn't miss it. Girl. So, I'm looking at him like, at this point, I'm calling him because the fake page is writing me more and more. The fake page, I don't know who it was. To this day, I still can't give y'all no tea on who it was. But the fake page would send me receipts at this point. It was almost like the fake page was like, you're not going to call me no liar. The fake page started sending me pictures of him and the girl he was cheating on me with. Twin, you know I had to double it. Y'all, the pictures were wild. When I say the pictures were wild, it was like this girl was a clone of me. I'm not lying. Every picture I had with my man, she had a picture with him. So when I say that, I'm saying like, we had a picture like of us holding hands and kissing in a car. There was an identical picture of her. I know it wasn't me because this girl was light skinned with like a curly hair texture. And at this point, I was wearing braids. So I'm like, I'm looking, right? So this is a picture that really gets me. Prom. There was a huge altercation before prom where I was caked up on a wall with a nigga at school. And Delulu came between me and the boy with a glass mug and smack, boom, like between our faces. Smack the locker and shattered the glass. We was looking at him like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? He was like, you really gonna sit in a nigga face? And I'm over here like, you're crazy, okay? But he ended up breaking his hand, like breaking it. In one of the pictures, he has a cast on. He went to prom with me in a cast, y'all. He was with her the same day. So at this point, I'm like, it's a hoe from my city? The fake page like, no, it ain't no hoe from your city. She from out of town. I'm like, how do you know this? Like, you know? So the fake page is like, dropping tea on me like he met her at a church. I'm like, what? He met her at a church? Like, what church? Delulu don't go to the Lord's house. I done invited Delulu. Delulu don't go to church. The man starts sending me pictures of Delulu and a girl in church. Now I'm like, Delulu, you gotta go to church with, fake page, you gotta go to church with, Delulu. He said, I don't go to church. I'm like, bro, you're creep. You're creeping, I love it, but I need more. I'm like, well, I can't come with him if I ain't got hardcore evidence. When I say fake page started sending me like, I was the way since we started going to church. For real. So at this point, I'm like, send me everything you got. When I say the fake page send me everything down to, it took a long time for fake page to really start sending me stuff. Fake page finally stopped sending me stuff and went cold turkey for like about a week. But what fake page did was sent me to girl Facebook. I go to her Facebook, I run down on that bitch. When I say I'm gonna fucking inspect the gadgets, I'm all up through that girl page. That girl had been with my man for years. Night, I love you. Have a good night.
I love you, Dad. I love you. I love you, baby.
Night, love you, brother. So at this point, At this point, I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. Not Aaliyah Monet, but I'm heartbroken. So I'm crying. Later phone calls on the telephone. Like, I'm hurt. It's never the right time to say goodbye. Like, I'm hurt. Because, nigga, you played in my face. Okay? Y'all, I run down on him with receipts. Y'all, the man lied. The man lied so bad, let me tell y'all what the man did. The man tried to convince me so bad, the man jumped on the road and came to my college. Boom, 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 boom. Every night, here I am trying to prove my love. This man came to my college. He said, if I had a girlfriend, do you think I could have drove up here? I said, I'm over here shocked, like, what are you doing here? He's like, thank you for the gifts. I'm over here and I'm like, y'all make sure y'all tapping that screen and y'all following the host. I'm over here and I'm looking like, sir, something is wrong with you. But to me, my man would have been so jealous just listening. Girl, you bring back memories. No, for real, y'all. Like, I was sitting there boo-hoo crying and that man really knocked on my door. He really came up there. Y'all, why he wasn't in school no more and I ain't know. Whole time I'm thinking he came from another state to prove his love. Y'all, he was already out of college. He had already been withdrawn from the school. The plot thickens. So I'm like, this man, Bookie, I'm not done. Pipe down before I block you. So at this point, I'm like, I'm thinking, you know, I'm up on game, but at the same time, I'm kind of like watching him because shit not adding up. Y'all, the reason he was able to get to me so quick is because she lived in the state above us, and he had just came from her house. How do I know that? Pay attention. So at this point, he's there for the weekend. You're like 9 to 5, I'm the weekend. So at this point, he's there. He's trying to prove to me he up on me. How he cheating and delusional? Girl, I'm trying to tell you. Did you marry this guy? I wouldn't dare. Are you crazy? So at this point, I'm like, I'm trying to piece some shit together. But like I told y'all, he sent me Facebook. So I might have been an investigator, but I never told y'all I wasn't a writer. Okay? I booked that hoe. Is this your nigga? Y'all, keep in mind, that's my favorite phrase. Is this your nigga? So I write her. She's like, yeah, that's my boyfriend. What's up? I said, we've been together 4 years. She said, how? How? Oh, I'm finna pull out receipts because you ain't finna question my love for my nigga. You ain't finna question me. I mean, at 20 minutes, it's funny, interesting. No, Bookie, it's not. It's heartfelt. So at this point, I'm like, there's no way on God's green earth you ask me how. I'm like, I've been with him. I've been in love with this nigga since I was 15. We've been together, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking since we was 14. At this point, we're 19 years old. Thanks, Bookie. Good morning, Bookie. So I'm like, I'm me and her. We going blow for blow. You feel me? Not on no ignorant, negative shit. You know, we trying to figure out where do we fall in line with each other. At the end of the day, I mean, that girl, he was really my man. She was a side bitch. But I'm going to get there. So, remember I told y'all his mama lived with them? His mama went to a church that was around the corner from their house. That girl would come stay with her grandma over the summer. They met at like, they had like a camp at their church. That's how they met. Grandma made the Lulu go. And he got Bookie number. She was kind of delusional too because in her mind they was going together from another state. Girl, get the fuck around here. So, you know what I'm saying? In her mind, they went together. And that's how she came in the picture. So every summer, yes, like a vacation Bible school, Bookie, but it was camp. So every summer she was coming to see her man. Y'all, every summer she was coming to see her man, keeping in just like his daddy. Because his daddy had a whole relationship in the neighborhood. He had a whole relationship in the neighborhood too. So keep in mind, every summer I would go home to Florida. So it was cool. I wasn't there and she was there. It made sense how he was able to play the game. During the school year, she like, he plays football. I said, plays football for who? Y'all, the girl said he worked at QUIZNOS. You told that bitch you worked at QUIZNOS. But you lied to me. You lied to me. You told her you worked at fucking QUIZNOS. I said, he told you that. That girl was like, yeah. Send me pictures with him in the uniform and girl, he was living. That nigga was living at a young ass age. So, at this point, By now, I've already gone into my sophomore year. This is like really going into sophomore year of college. I've had enough. I don't even want to be bothered no more. Like, we ended. He make, you know what I'm saying? I had to leave him because he was on some delusional shit. Like, I'm not breaking up with you, Nisha. You know, like, we're going to be together forever. I'm like, boy, you're crazy. Like, at this point in my life, I was officially over it. At this point, I was so disconnected from him and everything else, baby. I got up. I had a really, really close friend at the time. We're going to call her B. She's not the same B that told me he worked at QUIZNOS, but this is a different B. This is BS. Her name is BS. We're going to call her BS. BS was like, she was over college at her school. Mind you, her mother was in the military, and her mother had moved to Vegas, okay? So she was on some stuff like, I want to go be a nail tech in Georgia. I'm like, cool. I'm ready to go back to Florida. Anyways, I want to go back to Florida, and I'm going to go to school in Florida and be with my people. Like, I'm done with BA. Like, I'm done here. My time is up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to school here. He done lied for all these years. Y'all, I need a fresh start. So we packed up in the middle of the night, y'all, and we hit the road. No, they're not together at all. I can't, girl, he in prison. I'm going to tell y'all how Delulu got to prison. Delulu is delusional for real, y'all. I'm not lying. Delulu is in prison right now. That's what happens when you're delusional. Delulu ain't with her. Delulu is full-fledged in prison. And after that, when I made it to Florida to go to school, y'all, the fake page wrote me in Florida and was like, they're no longer together. What is going on here? Like, the fake page, and that was last I ever heard on it, right? The girl wasn't with him no more. When I checked on her Facebook, I know at one point in time it was like deactivated or something like that. And then she had like another man when I like actually looked like a year or two later type shit. So anyways, he then turns around and I'm in school in Florida, right? And the way me and BS get on the road, like I told you, I was in the middle of the night. Now, if you remember from the beginning of the story time, I was telling y'all, Carla never made your girl work, right? Carla would finance me to the T. Always made sure money was in my account because the rule was as long as you went to college, she took care of you. Y'all, when Carla found out I got up in the middle of the night like I was on the midnight road to motherfucking Georgia, that hoe froze that account so motherfucking fast. Bitch, you would have thought it was some like the North is coming. She froze my account. And her whole thing was, who the fuck told you to get up and leave the state in the middle of the night and just thank you for the move? Ma! Froze the account. So BS mama had to like financially make sure we made it to the state or whatever. I called my people when I had got to Georgia. They came and got me from Georgia. And it was some, like, you know, it was on some shit like, you know, oh, she wants to better her career, her education. We're going to support her. Because I went to school in Florida. I'm in college, mind y'all. I make it there and, y'all. It is the summertime. My cousin had just graduated high school. She was under me. And my cousin graduated high school. And we went to graduation parties. This is the summertime, y'all. I had withdrew myself and all. Y'all, we go to parties, graduation parties after graduation parties. And that's how I met my baby daddy at a graduation party. My baby daddy is at one of the graduation parties. And this is my first baby daddy, y'all. My first one. Make sure y'all tapping that screen and following the host. My first baby daddy, because I only have two, but I only acknowledge one. There are two Christophers in this world, and the only one we acknowledge is Wallace. Remember that. We're at this graduation party. And me and my cousin had another cousin who had just went to prison, who was just around our age. He took the charge for a shooting. Okay? He caught 5 years to the door. 5. So my cousin phone ring, and it's our cousin who just left for prison. Okay? Our cousin that just left for prison was well known in our city. Like I told y'all, he's our age. So people were kind of like, you know, oh, he was like the first real nigga to go to prison from ours. Hey, Bookie, for our age, like, you know. So he was well known in the city. And he didn't shoot like a regular churn, like no kid. He shot a grown ass man. He shot him in the butt. I never told y'all he had aim. I never told y'all that. Mm-hmm. I just said he ain't no killer, but don't push him. So, my baby daddy know my cousin. Okay? So, at this point in time, the phone rings at the graduation party. You know, a huge party. Everybody outside in a circle like, oh, we're going to call my cousin who was in prison, D. D on the phone, so everybody kind of huddled up. We got on speakerphone. He like, yeah, what's up? Da-da-da-da, in the city. Everybody so excited, like, oh, D. Like, everybody is lit. Stay interested, Bookie, stay interested. My baby daddy, I've never seen him in my life. But the hoes is anxious and the niggas is like, mind y'all, I hadn't seen none of these people before. Like, I don't know how I never seen these niggas before. But I was really self-conscious about talking to people in the city because I'm related to a lot of people in our hometown. I'm not in Georgia. I'm in Florida. I told you my people came and got me from Georgia. BS went to Georgia because that's where her grandma stayed. So she got us from where we was at all the way to Georgia. My people had to come and get me. So we at the black party, and I see my baby daddy, and I am just, like, disgusted, like, in real life. Not on no funny-ass shit, because, oh, you not with him no more. I'm real life disgusted, because I'm just looking at them. I'm not dancing with nobody at the party. I'm really, like, scoping the scene, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to see what been chewing on me, because I am ate up. You know what I'm saying? I'm scoping. I'm looking. And I want y'all to know, these niggas right here are... they're advanced, okay? I'm talking about they got babies. I might have been popping this little cat, but listen, I want no motherfucking, you know, experienced ass niggas. They killers out here. I ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there yet. So, I'm a new face, and so my cousin, I'm standing next to her, right? I already done said hey to D or whatever. He like, what's up, Carl? Love you, Carl. You know what I'm saying? Like, your nigga be home, this, that, and third. I'm like, that, cuz. The niggas that I don't know that know D are like, how you know D? So my cousin who I'm with is like, that's our cousin. They like, hold on. How you know her? And they like, and my cousin like, this is my cousin. She just moved here with her. Like, she just moved back here. Them people was looking like, dang, okay. So my baby daddy standing there. He must be missed that whole conversation because this slow ass walk up. And he like, hey, girl. He's talking to my cousin. He like, W, who this is right here? Y'all, he's standing next to me, pointing at me like this. Hey, who this girl is right here? My cousin W look at him like, bitch, why you on ass code? Why you being weird? He has a big ass Smith & Wesson like fucking pistol hanging out his pants with a brown hole like in a holster and all. Real weird shit. I swear to God. Bro, that ain't even no fight. Like, you got a Smith & Wesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? He like, shit, you gonna give me your number? I'm like, fuck no. Yeah, absolutely not. You don't even look educated, you know? Absolutely not. So he like, man, give me your number. I'm like, no. Y'all wanna know how he got my number? Y'all gonna have to come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock because I'm gonna finish the story tomorrow. We're gonna take off from how my baby daddy got my number tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
You gonna be on time?
I'm gonna be on time tomorrow, I promise. Tomorrow at 8 is going down. Story time on how I met my baby daddy. 8 p.m. It is 9:28 right now. I'm real wild. It is 9:28 on my side right now. Come back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm going to bring y'all up to speed. 8 p.m. tomorrow's Friday night. We're going to finish the story on how my baby daddy got my number. And I'm going to tell y'all how he ended up going to prison. Matter of fact, I'm going to actually start off the story time. I'm going to tell y'all how he got my number. We're going to go into the big shootout, how my son was there, how my baby daddy went to prison, and how the story's going to continue. Well, I'll be motherfucking damn. Leaving with a cliffhanger, y'all. I love y'all.